My Friend the Sun, Part 2, starring Anruda Zith, with a cameo by Jacob Reese. I'm your host, Ramen. Hello. Welcome once again to our lovely horror show. Just as before we begin the show, we wanted to let you know that the subject materials for tonight's program will be mostly okay, as there should be little, if any, Anruda breaks script. I'll try. Ramen, under breath. Well, it is better than nothing. Well, okay. Then so, existential horror is the only adult element in today's story. So without further ado, enjoy the show. The sun is supposed to be many times bigger than the earth, right? That used to be what I thought. But lately the sun has been getting closer. As I had mentioned before, I had been performing the rites of the solar priest. I have basically created a walking path that represents the course that the solar dragon takes as it proceeds through the daytime. The dragons appear to be gaseous beings. At least, that is how it appears to me. If you are patient and you meditate, as you look into the sky, it becomes possible to see it. Using the lightning lord, I was able to reflect the light of the noonday sun upon different planes through the archetypal mini biome contained within the Orgone pyramids. I might have mentioned before, I have some incredible video of the light's refraction. Jacob breaks script. Hell, you were right there, brother. They did hear you the first time. Ramen interjects. Anruda merely flipped his brother off, waving him away. Anruda begins again. Well, that was sure was strange. Anyhow, I realized at one point I could pull the sun, closer, I think? I started noticing this as I held the lightning lord, fitted with magnetic Orgone pyramids, up to the sky to reflect the light. Refract the light. I noticed a sort of kinship, a sort of connection between the solar object and my ultra awesome, totally original, and off the rails, Ramen breaks script. All right, we get it. Anruda begins again. Unsurmountable lightning lord. It started when I noticed I could pull it closer, when it was buried beneath the clouds, which you might imagine can be perceived as being completely awesome as it sounds, although it can also suggest something deeply and immensely terrifying at the same time. In the Pacific Northwest, the sun is always closer in the wintertime, but certainly not in this sense. As I pulled the star, I could feel the enormous waves of EM as they cascaded across the great plains which stand raised inside of a concave space beset upon all sides of great walls and arid blue plains of icy giants. An amazing truth lie just outside of our space. Up and away, they say. It should be just so very easy once we expound the Son of Bonum, pull the Excalibur, transmute that most vital elixir, synthesize the Philosopher's Stone, unbury that great hermetic key, the 7 vital principles, the cycles of time. Jesus Christ is but Lucifer in liar's clothes. Oh, Lucifer, do you protest now with it all laid out, even as all your sins have been laid bare? You betrayed the backs of your demon brothers. Do you truly seek to evade the right you know that is due? The Philosopher's Stone. Do you yet know it? Its entire significance? Its underlying meaning? Where are you now, O pious one? Has your bravery excluded you now that the hour is late? I pulled on the sun and it came down closer to have itself a look at me. I've come to know that very dragon that resides within myself. Zol, Azio Ardes. Don Quixote is a great teacher. He taught me how to hold the sun, which is a star, like this, so that the star does not float away and leave us shifting and cold. Don Quixote is a great man. Thank you, Don Quixote. When the sun came down, it was on a cloudy day, and I was struck dumb, terrified and amazed. When the sun came down, It came down as a white and fuzzy-legged, translucent, flowing light worm that moved with immense weight and ferocity, a glowing sun for a head, and a devoid space empty of all things and a sucking darkened star for a tail. I had long been pulling on this thing's face. I can only imagine it has come down looking for me. For a long time after this, I found myself dodging even the rays of the sun, opting instead to always move in the darkest umbra of the shadow. It took a long time, but the sun and I are now friends. We have an understanding. It's only sensible that we would get along. Of course, for I too am a dragon. The end.